You know what? I'm gonna go with used underwear.
Wow.
Is it like how soiled is it? Welcome to another episode of RATz, Random Ass Thoughts with Kate
And Tebow.
where we unprofessionally discuss absolutely nothing of value to anyone.
These are unconvinced opinions of hypothetical topics and events that may or may not have passed through your mind.
And if you finish a whole episode and wonder, what the hell did I just listen to? Then we've done our job.
Welcome to RATz.
Hello!
You
Dang
missed
it,
it.
I went too early.
You
I went too
missed it.
early. I went too
Oh,
early,
that's
but we're
great.
here. And hello.
Hello.
Yes. Do we go into it? Yes, we always go right into it. You know what I mean? We always go right into it. So we are going into it, and they changed the setting. Okay. The number is
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about.
just words. Just words.
Just okay.
The number is number 14. Okay. Number 14 says Western medicine and hip replacements, etc. Bionic people.
I love how just unclear all these are. They're literal. They're just like random ass statements.
I know.
It's not
like,
even full thoughts.
no, but I know the thought.
Okay.
Thankfully. So this actually dates back a very long time. I've been thinking about this for a long time, okay? I remember when I used to work at the bank, I had a conversation with this man who was like in his mid 40s, maybe like early 50s, and he was saying how he gets postcards in the mail, telling him like, "Hey, you might want to start looking into like a hip replacement, or you're due for a routine checkup for, whatever part of your body might be failing at that time." And so I was just thinking how like, so that thought then went into this thought, which is how Western medicine really is just trying to create bionic people, right? Like if we can just change all of our parts out, could we live forever? So that's Western medicine and hip replacements, etc. Bionic people. That's where the thought is going. So
Gotcha. Okay. I think tech is trying to do that.
Right. Which tech in the Western medicine is like having all these different things,
but uploading consciousness, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah. I mean,
that's because once you get that, then you can fill in the rest with the robotic stuff.
yeah, I mean, that's true. I was thinking about, just yesterday I had this conversation where I was like, I feel like we're all being asked to live two different realities, right? You have your real life persona, which is like here, like what you can see, feel, and like when you interact with real people. And then you have your online persona, which is a little bit different, a little more curated, a little bit more highlighted, and like the parts of you that are positive, And so like, you don't actually know the people on the internet. Because for all I know, I could be presenting myself to be so amazing, and I'm not. Which I don't do, but I
could. Are you calling yourself out? Because I
no. I mean, I think I'm the last person to be like, you're not gonna look on my Instagram and be like, wow, her life is so perfect. Like, I feel like the last thing you do, the first thing you do when you go on my Instagram is like, oh no, I gotta get out of here. So I just feel like, yeah, we're doing that already. We're living two lives. And if you have like a brick and mortar business, you have to have like, you're basically running two businesses. You have to run your like brick and mortar business, and then you have to run your online business, which is
I'm really waiting to see where how this comes on back, because I'm not able to connect the dots here.
The connecting the dots is how Western medicine is creating bionic people, but tech married with Western medicine, like that's what's happening. Because actually, also, there's a guy that I met once, and he was like, all of my parts are fake. He's like, all my nerves are shot, and he has this like device in his body that controls his nerves.
Okay.
So if it wasn't for that device, he'd be a vegetable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
you don't think about this stuff?
No, not
These are
not.
these
To be
are not
honest,
your
um,
random
they
thoughts.
they aren't. I'm trying to follow. I'm trying to follow along. I got lost on the living two lives and then the West back to the Western medicine thing.
Okay,
But
okay, okay. I can back
the
up for you.
okay, yeah, please.
Am I going am I going too fast in multiple directions? What's happening here? Come on.
I feel it. Yes, I think maybe I just I'm just getting back into it, so I'm a little slow on the uptake here.
Yeah. I
All
know.
right.
We yes.
And
The
oh, by the way, because of this podcast, because so I got a stomach bug this past Sunday, and because of this podcast, I all the messages were, "Did you eat something expired?"
Yeah, there you go. See if people knew. I was like, you probably did. What did you eat?
I didn't. I didn't eat anything no knowingly expired, so I don't know exactly what it was, but
Yeah, but if you ate something that was 2 weeks old, it's probably that, right?
well, no, I didn't eat anything that was 2 weeks. I didn't even eat leftovers, so
what
I
did you
don't know.
what did you fish out of the trash?
I know that was surprisingly nothing this past week, but yeah, no, it was all newly cooked foods, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't
But
sometimes it's the newly cooked food. I think
yeah,
your
I know
body was
sometimes there
just
you go.
like
It was like this is too fresh. I need something a little more, trashy
Yeah,
and expired. Yeah.
I can't handle this freshness.
I
It's
know.
like
I know.
when someone never eats vegetables and then all of a sudden they eat it, they get
Yeah,
sick,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. It's like a little too much fiber all at
Right.
once. Yeah. No, I mean it was rough though, man. Whew. It was honestly one of the
Are
worst
you
ones.
feeling
I was
better?
like, yeah. Feeling a lot. Last night was the first good night, like really good night of sleep. So,
Oh, well, that's
uh,
good.
yeah, feeling
Happy you're
a lot
here.
better. Yes.
And I think
But
also
anyway,
it
yeah,
doesn't help that we switched the recording time from 2:30 to 9 a.m. So we're all just still waking up. You know,
that's more you.
it's too early for these types of thoughts.
That's more you. For me, it's just the coming off of this, I'm a
Yeah.
little slower to keep
Okay.
up with the
All right.
multiple directions. So
Let's go in one
let's play
direction.
chess on one level and not like
Okay.
four level chess.
Okay, let's go back.
Okay.
So
All right.
what's the so Western medicine and
Right.
hip
I
replacements,
got that out.
etc.
I got that
Bionic
part.
people.
Got
So
it.
the thought is randomly,
Right.
does it not pop in your head that when you
Okay.
meet people in public,
Hmm.
you have no idea they might not be fully human?
Well, aren't we used to that? I mean, between like plastic surgery and all that kind of stuff, I mean, we got
I
a
mean,
lot
that's
of
another thing.
you know,
Yeah.
non-organic parts, I guess.
Yes. And then now you might not know if someone has like a real heart or if they have I don't know, a pacemaker,
Well,
right?
pacemaker's still a real heart.
I don't know. That's why I said I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah,
I always
no.
feel like a pacemaker keeps the pace, right? That's what it is. It's like it
Yeah,
makes pace. So it's
I
like,
think
hey,
so.
you gotta
Yeah.
and if your heart
But it works with your own like it works with your own heart, I think.
okay,
Yeah.
right. But
Yeah.
essentially it's like if it wasn't for the pacemaker, your heart would be not
Unpaced.
yeah, your heart would be unpaced and you would possibly be dead. So I feel like it's amazing how Western medicine is really good at that, right? Maybe that's where my
Yeah.
thought wants to go. Because
Yeah.
I
I love how it changes the you know what? I think my thought wants to go in this direction now.
yeah, I'm just being led by my thoughts.
My
And
thought just decided no, it's different now.
it's saying that's it. Western medicine is great for these types of if you need a hit
It
and
is.
how okay, but also how
Oh
crazy
boy, I
is
think
it
it just changed. I think it just changed again. Okay. Hold on,
that
I'm keep track.
you can just
Hmm.
get your hip replaced. You can just
Yes,
get your
yeah.
knee replaced. And it's a real
Yeah.
joint. It's like a whole mechanism,
Yeah.
you
It's
know?
amazing. Hmm.
And you can have 20 screws in your body.
Yeah.
You can have, I mean, so many things that you can have that are just man made
Hmm.
parts. That's what kills me. It's like it's parts. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah,
you have to replace these parts too at a certain, because like knee
yeah,
replacements aren't forever. You have to
yeah,
replace them
yeah.
after like 10 years. You got to go get new
Wow.
bolts and
Yeah.
screws. Maybe not 10 years, but
Well, you just made that up.
yeah, I just made it. Don't you know that I just
You were like 10 years for real. Okay, I was just gonna believe you. I don't know.
that's rule
Like I
number
don't know. I
one.
made I made that up.
It's like, don't believe everything. Don't believe anything that I say. I'm assuming when I'm speaking to a person that they
Yes.
have discretion enough to know that if they think I'm saying something that's valid, they're going to do their own research. Like, don't just take my word for it, right? Like, for anything, go figure it out
Don't
on your
you
own.
don't you want people to take your word for things though?
Not really, because I don't want to be held responsible for the things that I'm saying that someone is saying as like it's truth, you know? Especially when it's things like this. Like, I'm not a doctor. How would I know if it's 10 years? Don't go repeating this to your doctor saying, like, oh, I heard on a podcast, isn't it good for 10 years? No. What? Because then you're going to make us look dumb because the doctor is going to be like, what podcast are you listening to? You know?
Do you think that's what's gonna make us look dumb with what we talk about? I'm just saying, like, I don't think that one interaction, that one back and forth between you and your doc is gonna make us look dumb.
Yeah, if
I
anything, it's
think
going to make you look dumb
I
for
think we right, exactly. I think we do the looking dumb for ourselves enough with
But
what we
that's what
talk
I'm
about.
saying, right? Because you took my word for it. You now made yourself look foolish. Like what? I'm trying to protect you
Right.
from,
No,
you
that's
know what I
fair.
mean?
That's fair. That's fair. Right.
Please.
So hip replacements every 10 years.
Yeah.
Um,
And you get
that's
marketed for it. You get postcards saying
you
like,
get
"Hey."
postcards. It's time for your upgrade
Right. Like
to
based on
hip 3.0.
there you go. Based on the information we've received from your doctor,
Yeah. This one has
which
Bluetooth capabilities.
right. It's looking like you're on
Yeah.
track. You're on track for that hip replacement. It's like when I had Sienna for like obviously my first baby out of my body. um, like 3-4 years later, I got this like free formula.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm like, awesome. So I was on track to have another baby, right? So they're like, let's just send her this formula. She might be shopping around, but it's so funny how that happens.
Yeah. Yes. I'm telling you, Kate, like you're jumping around here and I am not at that speed today.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Because now
sorry.
we're at baby formula
I
three
know.
years
Well,
after
okay.
you had a
Also,
baby.
I feel
Isn't that
like
funny how that happens?
I also know why this is happening is because,
Okay.
we're not doing weekly anymore. We're doing bi-weekly. So I have
Yes.
all these thoughts. Now
Oh, okay. They're just
they're
like
just
overly
coming around the bed.
okay. It's like, oh
Um,
my gosh, okay, you got to get them all out. Yeah. I'm
um,
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up.
but
Yes. Okay.
that's
Back
it.
to
No, we can go.
Western medicine. Okay.
We can go to. We can keep going. We can keep moving. We if it comes back to it, we come back to it. But for right now, we
Okay.
can go to Would You Rather, this
Okay. Would
segment
you
of the
rather?
show
Okay.
where we pick two different things, and
You
then we
really,
say,
you were
"Would
getting
you?"
close. You were really, that was going to be good,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah,
then it
that
failed.
was going to be like professional
Yeah,
podcast
yeah, right.
introduction to the next thing. And then, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Would you rather?
I don't have one. Do you?
Well, see, no, I thought I had one, but I remembered actually we did this a few months ago actually. Um, oh no, I don't want to ask you that one. That one's a little too up your alley in terms of darkness.
Is it about
Um,
death?
oh yes, of course. Let's see. Oh man. No, oh see, I did that one too. My goodness, we have done a lot of the ones from this particular list. I'm not
Okay,
gonna ask
I
that
I
one.
got one.
Okay, go ahead,
Okay.
because I gotta find out.
Would you rather? I'm riffing this. Would you rather? I am making it up on the spot from my own
Okay,
mind,
okay.
relevant to our
Oh,
random ass stuff.
this is gonna be exciting. Okay.
Okay. Would you rather like prolong your life by parts or would you rather take this feels like a stupid one actually. But no, actually maybe not. No, it's
Okay.
dumb. It's dumb. Let's do yours. Do yours.
I don't.
Do yours.
Okay. Okay. So this one is a tough one.
Okay.
Would you rather only be able to buy used underwear or
That's a
only
good
be
one.
able to buy used toothbrushes
Okay,
for
those
the
are
rest of
that's
your
actually
life?
really good.
I know, right?
Um mm, you know what? I'm gonna go with used underwear.
Wow.
Is it like how soiled is it?
I mean, I don't know. It's used. I mean, I guess you can still wash both of them, but they're used.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with like used underwear because the
Okay.
reason why I honestly didn't even consider that you could wash them. I was like I'm gonna have to wear them like this. Okay? So and even still I picked that one because I feel like I could turn them inside out, like if I put
Yeah.
on pants, I might it's done. Like it's on my skin, it's on my body where it's over. But I feel like I have such a thing with like mouth stuff that especially like toothbrushes, like
Yeah.
sometimes when Sienna's brushing her teeth, she'll come outside and I'm like, no, absolutely not. Go back in the bathroom. Like just the idea of someone brushing their teeth without running water is so nasty to me. And I feel like when you use a toothbrush once, similarly with the pen memory, the toothbrush keeps the waft.
And the underwears don't keep wafts.
But there's something about toothbrush waft that's just like I can't do it. Mm.
Okay. All right.
No,
Fair
so
enough.
I'd much rather do underwear because think about it too. Like when you like do intimate things with someone, you're
Uh-huh.
basically in their underwear.
Yeah. With that person.
But doesn't it seem
Like
like more
this isn't buy used underwear from your partner. This
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
buy used underwear
From anyone. But I
from
have a choice.
anyone.
I can get the less nasty ones. I would be fine. I think like that's what I would choose over the toothbrush.
Okay. All right.
What
Fair
would you
enough.
choose?
I would definitely go with the toothbrush. I'll scrub the heck out of it, but I will go with the toothbrush
Put it
over
in
the
the
underwear.
dishwasher.
I have to have fresh underwear. Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, I'll clean it. I just the used
Cuz you
underwear thing just isn't nah.
yeah,
Mm-mm,
but if you put it in the wash, it's clean.
not enough. Not
Does
the
does
thoughts.
does hot water kill crabs? You know? What's the You're like, "Hey Siri, what's the temperature for to eliminate herpes bacteria?"
Yeah,
You know?
it's just but what's the temperature to eliminate the thought from my head that these are
Yeah, that's
used?
true.
That's the main thing because it's the same thing with a toothbrush. I mean, yeah, you could sanitize it,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, but it doesn't eliminate the thought from your head that this was in somebody
Yeah,
else's
I
mouth.
have that same thought, but I have it with the toothbrush. Like I
Yeah,
can't get
exactly.
over that for me.
Right.
Um,
And that's for me. I'm like, no, I can sanitize the toothbrush and then get over that, but the underwear, no. No.
mm,
Mm-mm.
okay,
No, that's too much for me.
separate, got it.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
All right. Would you
All right.
rather
Yes.
have a photographic memory or an IQ of 200? No offense to people out there who have 200 IQs.
Yeah. Well, hold on. First of all, I had to think about what a 200 IQ is, whether it's
Hmm.
good or bad. But
I think it's
um,
bad.
yeah. So I'm gonna go with a photographic memory.
Why?
But hold on. You're so hold on. You're asked so what you're intending to ask me is would I rather have an extraordinarily good memory or be really dumb?
Yes.
Is that isn't that like
No,
a good
because
or a bad?
well, it depends. For you, for some people, it might be.
Okay, you got
So
to
you're
explain to me. You got to explain to
okay.
me how
I'm
how anybody could pick the latter.
okay. I feel like
Okay.
I'm leaning more towards the 200 IQ. Okay, only because I feel like ignorance is bliss. Sometimes it's nice to be stupid.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
imagine
Okay.
having a photogenic
Photo
memory. Is that
photo
what it's called? What is it called? Photogenic? Is that what it's called? Am I saying it wrong?
No,
It sounds wrong.
photogenic is looking good in pictures.
I know, what is it saying? What did I say? Photographic. Sorry. Yeah, I was like, why does it sound not right? Okay. Imagine having a
Um
photographic
but
memory.
well, here's the thing though. Like 200 that that's not a low IQ.
I have no idea what I might be 300 for all
Is
I
this is
know.
another one of those okay, this is another one of those.
What's a
hold
low
on. Hold
IQ?
on. Uh hold on. That's
Maybe currently I'm a 200 and I'm like, I will pick that one.
so 180 and up is profoundly gifted.
Oh,
To
we're so
the
dumb.
top of the
Okay, hold on. So basically,
I was
photographic
like
memory.
I was like photographing with 200 IQ. Wait, and that's what I said. Are you intending to say a low IQ? Because
Okay,
a low
wait.
IQ is like one.
So wait, someone with an actual 200 IQ is out there being like, yeah, these people definitely don't have 200 IQ. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because,
so you have to stay with like within the 70 and above range to not be insulting.
okay, so this
Because
one is,
1 to 69 is mental disability range.
okay, so this one
No,
is,
don't,
no,
don't, Kate, don't,
I'm so,
Kate, Kate,
I'm not, stop, you're making it so
Kate,
much
Kate.
worse.
No, no, you took too much time.
You're making, can we not? What is that? What is going on?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay,
Oh boy.
listen. So we might be below 70, 75. Okay, because we just gotta scrap this. Would you rather? I think it's best to just move past this. Imagine
I don't know. I kind of
you're
like the photogenic memory. You know, if everything I remember looks like a really pretty picture.
I think I'll go with that one too. Let's just forget the photographic memory or the IQ of 200, which we thought was dumb, which actually means like you're profoundly gifted. You know, let's stick with our IQ of what we currently have, which is below 70 at this moment in time, and we pick photogenic memory. I think that's good.
Photogenic memory is good.
Yes. And
That's
then
the
we
consensus.
just move and then we just move on to our current event.
There you go.
which this current event is actually of a person with an IQ of 70 because
What?
it's a what?
I don't even. I'm asking you what. I
Well,
honestly, you told me before, and I don't remember it now.
okay. So the current event it's like that would you rather just wiped our whole
It
mind
did.
here.
It really
We're
did. It
like,
really
what
did.
is
And at this point, it doesn't take much for me. So I'm like,
no.
okay,
Okay.
well,
So current event is about this guy, this Chinese man who paid 22 million yen,
oh
which
yes, okay.
converts to 14,000 US dollar per
Are we sure of
Google.
that, or are you just making that shit
No,
up?
no, no.
Okay,
It's per the article that I read.
okay, okay.
Um, to turn himself into a dog.
Yes.
into a golden retriever of all
Yes.
dogs.
Yes.
And what are your thoughts on this?
That's special.
See, so I feel like he has. I mean, you have to. What like? Let's see. What is his motive?
I mean, that's special.
Yeah, I agree.
That is very special.
And then he goes into like parks and he'll walk around in like as a dog, and people are like, "Oh, so cute, can I pet him?" But it doesn't look real.
Yeah. I mean, you feel like something's broken there. Maybe,
Yeah,
something might have not, you know,
I
something
mean,
might have
it
gone
says
wrong.
the man known only by his canine moniker Toko had wanted to transform into man's four-legged best friend since childhood. He became internet famous last year after commissioning model and sculpture company Zeppet to create a 2 million yen, approximately $15,000, rough. Oh, it's a collie costume. He has since documented his journey on YouTube, where his subscriber count has grown to over 51,000. He most recently shared how his family reacted. He says his family actually welcomed his hobby. The family was surprised but received it favorably. I am very happy that they accepted it. So I think that this guy wants attention, right? Like, I think that he grew up not getting a lot. Maybe, okay, this is a story I've created for this man.
Okay, all right, I want to hear it. Yep.
I think his
I
his
love I
family.
love the throat clear. Okay, here's what's happening.
I think that his family had a family dog that was a
Okay.
border collie.
Okay.
And he might have really loved this border collie. This border collie was meant to enhance his childhood. They were like,
Fair. Okay.
take this dog, it's yours. And
Okay.
then what happened was the family dog received so much attention from all the other family members that he became the
Mm,
least loved child in the family. Everyone was
yeah.
like, oh, you went from being favorited to like, you're so favorited, we're gonna get you your own dog, to this
Yeah.
dog is now more important than you. And so
Yeah.
he learned in his mind that it's just better to be a dog
Yeah.
than it is to be a human. So
Yeah.
his whole life, he grew up with this feeling of, if only I could be a dog, I could get back my family, like, my standing with my family. And
Right.
so that's what he did. He saved up money to be able to do that. And then his first thing was to say, what does my family think about this? You see? But does that not make sense?
Yeah, it absolutely makes sense. Yeah, absolutely.
That's the
Yeah.
psychology, and I almost wanna bet that if he sat here, he would be like, you nailed that on the head. He would be
Yeah.
like, all this time, you know, I could have just gone to therapy,
Yeah, but
but
then he wouldn't have 51,000 followers for that shit.
that's true
At
too.
least at least now he's got 51,000 followers and he could probably like make some money doing
My
appearances
question
and stuff.
is, when are we gonna get on here with a rat costume?
Oh, the rat costume.
Because I think that would be
Rat
funny.
costume.
Wouldn't that be funny? Like, imagine we just come on here with like rat heads, and that's how we do the podcast. It's just like,
Well, considering this is predominantly a an audio podcast,
that's true too.
you know,
It would just be for
it's
our entertainment.
we would just be laughing the whole time and nobody would know.
I
Yeah,
know. And
that's
then
like the
how would you
funniest
laugh?
joke.
Would you laugh like normal, or would you laugh like
I would actually hope never to hear that again.
I know. Oh my god.
I'm looking up rat costume. First of all, you have to understand to find a rat costume that would actually fit me. Oh, here's a one of those from Ratatouille.
I don't think we need a full one.
Oh,
From
I mean,
from what?
listen, if I'm gonna Ratatouille,
Mm-hmm.
the movie.
Good. I heard that correctly. No, I'm just
What?
kidding. The ratatouille.
Oh,
You
I'm
know,
sorry. You're right. You're right. You're right.
it's
Uh,
ratatouille. Please, can
Ratat
you say it in a?
Ratatouille.
Yes, can you say it in
Ratatouille, is that good?
American?
Okay,
Yes.
Ratatouille. That's good. Wow, this one actually comes in. Yeah, it actually comes in my size, I think. So, yeah, I could get one of those.
I mean, we can even
Barely,
just get a
barely in my size. My size is triple XL in on here to get to my height.
wow. Look, you don't need the full body costume.
I
You could
kind
just
of
get
feel
the
like I do though.
okay. You can cut off the feet. You know, they can be
Yeah.
shorts. It can be like costume shorts. And then you can bring it to basketball. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I already did in PJs in
Yes,
Christmas PJs I
I
played.
know. It would be
So,
hilarious if you showed up literally like a rat. If I would pick one, I would pick the one that looks like it
the
has
sewer rat
yeah.
costume. That's the one you
Yes.
would pick. Yeah.
Yes,
No, I
that's
knew, I knew.
exact.
I saw it. I was just like, yep, that's the one that Kate is picking. The one that looks the most rabied
Yeah,
of
like it has
all the,
you
yeah.
want to stay away from this one. That's what I would
Yeah,
pick.
like that one's got some problems.
Yeah,
You know.
that's it.
That
And you
one,
can buy it
yeah.
at Walmart. That one has the IQ of 30. Wait, it's actually not that it's not expensive at all.
The sewer rat from
Yeah,
Walmart is
but it's
68 bucks.
it's out of stock.
Oh no. The Ratatouille one is more. That one's 419.
Oh yeah. But he's too that's I mean, I think the sewer rat would be hilarious.
Yeah. Well, the Ratatouille one I could wear for Halloween or something.
That's true. Are we doing
Yeah.
this?
No.
Oh,
It's a podcast.
no, I know. No, for Halloween.
Oh, for Halloween.
And
Oh,
then
okay, maybe.
we can wear it for the Halloween edition.
I don't know. See, I'm trying to decide like one of these years I'm gonna get a custom either Batman or Spider-Man costume made. So for
Custom.
yeah.
I feel
So
like that's not for Halloween. Like you're wearing that. That's like gonna be in
oh,
your closet.
I'm gonna. Oh yeah, it's in my closet for sure. I'm gonna
Yeah.
wear it I'm gonna wear it every time it's possibly close to appropriate, and
Okay,
even
so
sometimes when it's not.
okay. So where do you draw the line
For
between
what?
that and the guy in his dog costume? Like what's this?
Well,
Because
hold
you're
on.
gonna
That
because you're
wasn't just
gonna
the
wear
dog costume though.
what is it?
Didn't he like was that a costume or did he
They
like do
said
some plastic surgery for it?
no, he said dog costume. It's a costume that he bought
Oh.
that was custom.
I thought he turned himself into a dog like he was trying to like plastic surgery himself into a dog.
No, he turned himself into a dog by buying this
Oh.
ridiculous You're like, wait a second.
Well, then
Then it
that's
actually
different. Then that's different. No, that's different. Yeah, I thought he was like plastic surgery. Like those people like they
yeah.
turn themselves into cats. You
No.
seen that?
He
Oh,
bought
okay.
a dog costume,
Oh,
but he
that's just a quirky habit,
yeah,
hobby then.
he said spending thousands of dollars on a hyper realistic dog costume.
Yeah, that's just a quirky habit. I
You're like,
mean,
look, I'm about to
eh,
do that tomorrow. I'm gonna put
hey,
that
listen,
deposit down for that Batman costume.
listen, listen.
And then
What
you're gonna
kid?
wear it to jury duty.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're
Hey,
gonna
I
wear
don't
it
have
to
jury duty for another 2 years at least, so I'm
yeah.
cleared. But no, no, like, listen, what kid would not want like a movie grade costume of their favorite superhero? I mean, it's awesome. Teal had one like that was really cool looking. It was a Spidey. It wasn't like a custom one, but it was really cool looking, and it
Yeah.
fit him really well. And like he loved it.
Oh,
So
for sure. But I'm
yeah,
also saying like to get a hyper realistic costume as an adult, specifically a dog, an animal, and then to go walk
here's
around
the thing. Here's the
outside.
thing. Really weird in let's say a park in the like that, but at a cosplay convention, no.
Right. And I think
Right.
that's where I think he like is making waves because he's wearing this costume out and about and he
Right.
wants people to interact with him like he is a dog.
Right. Yeah. I mean, strange, but I
Which I mean,
mean,
honestly, that's what
listen,
they do in Times Square,
I
you
was
know?
I was just
Yeah,
about to
yeah,
say that. Like, yeah, there it's strange because nobody does it. But in Times Square, you'd be like, "Oh, that's just part of the fanfare of the place."
yeah, yeah. I
You
see it. And
know?
then also it's like, I mean, where do you draw the line, right? Between like
Yeah.
it's normal and it's weird.
It's you know, in some play because some perceptions it could be that it's a skill.
Like, would you wear your Batman costume around the neighborhood at night and just jump around from rooftop to rooftop? I don't know what Batman does. He doesn't jump, does he?
I mean, can he
He can
physically jump? He
fly.
can
He
jump.
can
Yes.
fly, right?
He can't fly. No, he can glide.
Oh, he can't. Oh, he can glide. So would you
Huh.
glide? Would you do that? Is that something
I would love to
if
be
you
able to glide, but no,
if
okay,
you
can
have your if you have your costume, if you have this custom made costume just for
right,
you, fits
yes.
you
Mm-hmm.
perfectly,
Yes.
would you wear it around your neighborhood at night and
No.
actually believe that you are Batman?
Wow,
I
that you're
okay,
adding a lot of
I
layers here.
think that's the
Now
okay,
you're that's what
that's
you're
the
asking.
line.
Okay.
That's where the line
That's
is,
what
I
you're
guess.
asking. You're asking, can I be delusional enough into thinking that I'm Batman?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Because I
Gotcha.
think this guy actually thinks he's a dog.
Right. And I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I
Okay,
would not
but
think
if
that I'm
you
actually Batman.
but do you think that that could happen? You wear this suit, like you wear this suit. Okay, for one
And it
time
makes
you
me
wear it.
believe that I am Batman.
Listen, one time you wear it, it's fun. Oh,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
fun. It's fun. The second
Yes.
time you wear it, it's like, oh, I feel good in this. You
Okay.
know, you wear it like five more times, 10 times. All of a sudden, you're like looking for more places and things to wear this costume at because
Yeah.
it makes you feel good. And
Next
all
thing
of
you
a
know, I'm
sudden,
hanging around a bad neighborhood at night, waiting for some crime to happen, right?
next thing you know, Aaron's texting me like, "Hey, Kate, this has gotten out of hand. Like, what do I do?" I
Yeah, I don't think you're the one she's going to be texting for that because you'll just be like, take pictures and send it to me. I want to see. This is awesome.
No,
Yeah, I don't believe that delusion would set in that extreme,
I'm
even
saying
with a cool costume.
it's a slippery slope.
Is that what you think? Okay, all right. Then in
I
that
could,
case, I mean, I feel like you should need to go to a Comic Con,
yeah.
and then see if everybody, you know, if the city that the Comic Con is in has a whole bunch of superheroes at night running around.
If they could, they would. Okay, I can guarantee you, if they had the clearance and the freedom to run around at night in their costume
What
without
doesn't give them
actually
the
getting,
freedom and clearance?
well, you can get the cops. It's
The
disorderly conduct.
cops. That sounds.
The cops. The cops are
Cops, the
restricting it.
cops, they come for you.
Exactly. Imagine you have
Okay.
10 people from a Comic Con convention
Yeah. Hmm.
deciding we're going to run around town in our costume and just act like superheroes. Someone is going to call the cops. That's why they don't do it.
Yeah, but
Because
what do superheroes do? Like, what are your what's your perception of acting like superheroes? Because I feel like that would just kind of be kind of boring. Like, you don't do anything unless there's a crime, right?
okay, and if you are
S-
delusional enough to think that that costume is going to help you save crime, I could be like, okay, I'm thinking about myself in a costume, okay? If I'm taking it,
I know where this is coming from.
if
I
I'm
know where
taking
this
it
is
that
coming from.
serious and I'm like, I'm fighting crime, I am fighting crime. If I see someone jaywalking, I am about to go deck that person
Jaywalking.
out. You know what I mean? That's a crime. If I, like, you're in
Yeah.
any downtown area, you are bound to find some sort of crime that as a superhero, I can now, like, take care of. You know what I'm saying? So if
Yeah.
I'm gonna run around fast, because that's what you have to do. You can't just walk up, be like,
Right,
"Hey,"
right,
you
right, right.
have to,
No,
you have,
I see the picture in your head. I definitely
yeah.
see you're not you were never one for comic books, were you, as a kid?
I was, but I would. Okay, but the comic
Okay,
books
so
that
how
I
many
read,
people did they stop jaywalking? Like, oh,
but look, listen,
Batman.
I should also say the comic books that I read were like Donald Duck.
Okay, what I meant is superhero,
No, I wasn't.
right?
Yeah, but I do know that
They don't
superheroes
just
are
run around in
fast.
tights and like
Well, because they have
Superheroes aren't all
superpower.
fast.
But if I am pretending to be a superhero, I don't have those superpowers. So I'm going to interpret it with my human body, which is
Right.
going to seem like I am raising havoc,
Right.
chaos.
You
And
just want
someone
you
is
just want to
going to
dress up
call the
like the
cops.
Flash and then move really, really fast wherever you go.
Someone's going to call the cops. And that's why they don't
Okay.
do it. But I bet you,
Mm-hmm.
if you went to a Comic-Con convention and you
Mm-hmm.
said, hey guys, after midnight,
Yeah.
no hesitation, the city would be flooded. We'd have superheroes all over the place.
Doing what?
Superhero things. I mean, you're if I had a Spider-Man costume on, I would climb like a light fixture, right?
Oh, wow. Okay. Can
That's
you
because
climb a
that's
light fixture?
I would try because
Okay.
I am a superhero. You
I
know what I'm
would
saying?
honestly, Kate, I would get that costume just to see that happen.
Because why would you wear a costume and be that into it if you're not going to also try to interpret being a superhero? You have to go into the whole thing.
Okay.
You can't just get a Batman costume and just sit at home like this and have coffee. No. You, like you're gonna have to fight crime, you know?
Okay. All
Like,
right. Okay. Have you ever been to a Comic-Con, by the way?
no.
Okay. All right.
No,
I'm
to
just
be
curious.
honest with you, like people in like masks scare me. I need to know,
Wow.
like I need to be able to see like a face. If I can't, it freaks me out
Okay. Well, yeah, that I mean
because I don't know the
there's a lot
level
of
of
that.
extreme behind that, right? Like again, you could have a very normal person in a very custom Batman suit, or you can have a very unhinged individual,
Yeah.
delusional enough to think that he could fight crime. And that would be me. I would be on that. I would be on that spectrum.
You would be that person. And yes.
Put me.
And how is that a threat to you is the question.
Oh, I could hurt myself, right? Like that's how delusional I would get.
No, I'm saying if that
Oh, okay.
person behind the mask was so
Hmm.
delusional that they could fight crime, why is that scary to you? Are you
Because
the criminal?
they could interpret me as like criminal
Oh, okay.
number five. You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean like thug number five? Just
Yeah.
like
Right.
one of
Yes.
the okay.
Just minding my own business, but in their mind,
Right.
like you don't know the limits of
Right.
delusion. That's it.
I
You don't.
I hear
You
you.
do
Yeah.
not know the limits of delusion.
I hear you. That okay.
The
That
end.
yeah. The end. I hear you. Yeah. Yeah, no, but I don't think that I would think, I think the coolest thing is would I find other places to wear it? Probably. I'd probably like take it to a Comic-Con because if it's like really a really cool costume, um, that'd be fun. Um, but yeah,
What about?
that's
I mean, I feel like the first thing I would want to do if I bought a custom costume would be to go to a grocery store.
see, yeah, see, you're that person. You're the person you're worried about. You're the person you're worried about. Like here, there are thousands of nerds that do this all the time. Cosplay. Nobody goes that crazy. Kate will get one costume and needs to do the most random shit in that costume. Like everything you're gonna need to do. You're gonna be like, I need to find a church. I need to go to church in my costume. What else
I
can I
never,
do?
yeah.
I need to find a
Uh,
funeral and I need to show up in my costume. I need like I need to go to the hospital in my costume. Like
that's it.
you need to go
Someone would be
and
like, "Hey, can we hire you for a birthday party?" Absolutely not.
no,
That's
I don't do anywhere you would expect me to be, I
I
am not
know.
gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's yeah. That's why you're worried about it.
Yeah, that's
Is definitely you're worried about yourself. You're like, but wouldn't that be weird if somebody was just like me and they went a little crazy with their costume?
and then I'm like, and then like if the costume has a fake knife, I would swap it out for a real knife. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like the line is very thin. Like I don't have that type of restraint. So let's just like ban all costumes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like intrusive thought level like 100.
Yeah. That's why I'm afraid to go to like Hall of Scream. Because I'm like,
Okay.
imagine one day someone wakes up and they're like, today's today. Today's today where I'm going to just really embody
Make it
what
real.
this guy. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a thin line.
Is it?
It's a thin line. It is a line that is very thin.
Yeah, yeah. Please never get into video games like first person shooters especially.
No,
Um
I know. I couldn't. I can't. You know,
you
it really
can't yeah.
messes me up
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean
because because then I'm like I might as well. You know.
I am this person.
Yeah. Remember
Yeah.
Doom?
Yeah.
Also, Doom gave me a headache. But no, I can't do that type of stuff. I can't think about that stuff for too long.
I can't do first person shooters anyway because they make me nauseated.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But also
Yeah.
like, it's a thin line. So I don't do it.
Fortunately, my line is not very thin on that one. So,
Yeah. That's why I'm
wow.
like, I'm always surprised when they talk about like shoot, like when kids go crazy and they like actually
Yeah.
shoot up things, and it's like, oh, he was into video. Yes, of course. I mean, I would be the same way. You know what I mean? Because at one point you just really want to experience that in real life, is what I'm thinking. Like if you are so consumed by a video game and you just
Mm.
want to play it all day every day, that's how you
Hmm.
start. Like, think about Sims, right? I grew up on Sims. I played Sims all the time. I would play it
Okay.
morning till night until it was time for bed. I would skip meals. Like, that's how into it I was. And then
Wow. Okay.
when you play it too much, eventually you start to like think about, I'm hungry. You're like, oh, my level is low. You start to think
Right.
in like
Right. Right.
Sims
Mm-hmm.
language.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can see that. And you start to move like a sim. You start to
Mm-hmm.
speak like a sim, you know?
So yeah, add the sim costume, and you're basically a sim.
Listen, have you seen that on TikTok there are people that pretend to be Sims, and they have like the little thing on their head, and they
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
stand in
Mm-hmm.
front of it's a live. They do a live, and then they're just like, "Huh, lila lila," like that the whole time. And they have like thousands of people that are tuning in to watch them. And then you can say like
Thousands and one.
yeah,
You.
and no, I only go to like peek in. I'm like, what is this, And
Yeah.
then there's always like a moment in time where you're like, okay, I think I've watched this for too long. I
Yeah.
gotta get out.
And then that one drops, so then it's just thousands, and then
Yeah.
that one pops right back up afterwards. She's back.
No, it's just
But what's it
crazy.
doing now?
The amounts of things you could do online.
Yeah, and your goal is to explore 98% of them.
It's really weird, man. Like
Yeah.
I mean, people are sleeping on the internet,
Yeah, yeah.
and you
Well, I
could
mean,
just
you know how not Doctor, Mr. Beast came up.
hmm?
Mr. Beast, you know Mr. Beast, right?
Mm-mm.
Are you kidding me? How are you all over the? Mr. Beast is like the biggest YouTuber. His company's worth $1 billion, like literally,
I don't know.
and he got offered that,
What? He got
and
offered
$1
billions?
billion for his
Oh
company.
wow.
Yeah.
To do what?
To buy it because of the reach that it has. It's
I know, but
basically
what
a
is he
giant
doing?
marketing platform. He does a whole bunch of viral videos, like a whole bunch of different things. But the first like type of video that he did was trying to stay up 24 hours on YouTube, like film himself staying up
Mm,
24 hours. That was the kind of stuff that he would do.
wow.
And he just really knows how to make viral videos. And of course, that's huge for marketers and businesses that want to
Right.
promote stuff. So if a large business owned that, they would own a huge marketing platform. So yeah, he didn't want to sell, and he still spend like millions of dollars on videos, on making them.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never heard of him, but I'm sure now he'll pop up on my timeline, you
Right,
know?
absolutely, yeah,
I
yeah. But
only know
he's
Mr.
awesome.
Bean. Yeah, I've heard of Mr. Bean.
How old are you, Kate?
I know.
Mr. Beast. I know Mr. Bean. From the old movies, the black and whites.
Mr. Bean is not black and white.
I know, Kate. I was joking.
I was like, he wore a gray suit, but he wasn't black and white. I am 35, but
yes, yeah.
I feel like in Suriname and in Europe, right? Like they broadcast lots of old shows.
No, that's
like
true.
Mr. Bean is big in Belgium.
No, one of the things I like about that too is with music in Europe. Like here, music, it's like if it's not from from the last 3 weeks, it's old and you never hear it again.
Yeah.
And so they're constantly playing the new song. Whereas in Europe, like you'll hear something from 5 years ago, something from today, something from, 10 years ago, something from 2 weeks ago. So I like the mix more.
And I absolutely feel like they're like obsessed with oldies for some reason. Like everywhere you go, there's like what is this oldie song? Why is this oldie song playing? That's true.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was it. Here we are. One day we'll come up in a costume. But the thing to take away.
Now I'm scared because then Mathilde texted me and be like, okay, she's chewing our wires.
Right.
I don't know what's going on.
And then you'll be like, hold on, let me put on my bat suit. Yeah, see?
I'll eradicate it.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, that's it.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say.
The end.
Cue the pen.
That's how it goes. That's how the pen goes.
Bye.
Bye. See ya. Hope you feel better.
That's it for this podcast episode.
Thank you so much for listening to our random ass thoughts.
To keep the conversation going, join us on social.
And if you have a friend that needs a chill pill or a laugh,
send them this podcast too. See you next week.